To record this, could you say on record what you're saying to me, because the other officers spoke on record? So
I'm sorry, you're recording it?
yes,
Oh,
because
okay.
this is my home.
Okay, so there is no law
Because it's
against blocking.
contradictory to what the officers
Are you going to let me explain it now?
explain.
So there's no law against blocking a window with a vehicle. I can ask the landlord if they'd like to move it, but I can't enforce a made-up law. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I do
explained
not,
before?
because your officers investigated the situation.
And what did they
this
say the
morning.
law was?
Ma'am, we can ask.
You want to
ask
hear
him-
what she said? This on record.
That's what I'm telling you. We can ask somebody something, but we have no legal authority to force them to do it.
Actually, it's
Listen,
criminal harassment.
It's
Blocking
not
somebody's
criminal
window.
harm. Okay. You called the fire department. They attended. Did they say it was a fire hazard? Was it against the fire code? Any fire violation?
We're talking
No.
about the police now.
Well,
Okay.
the fire department came, what did they say? I'm asking
I'm
you.
telling you, it's not a criminal offense to park a vehicle in front of a window. Okay,
She's
private
blocking
property,
the window,
Okay.
and there's carbon
Then
monoxide
you're gonna have to-
coming in
Okay,
when
you're
she runs the motor. Your
Okay, well, if you're
officers were
concerned-
here this
If you're
morning.
concerned about the fumes, you contacted the fire department. They came and they attended.
The problem I'm having is that your officers were here this morning. They investigated it.
And what did they say the law was?
No, they told me
Okay.
that they spoke with this woman and advised her to move her car, and she said she was going to do that in an hour.
So they asked her to move it, and
Yes,
she did move it.
and she did not.
And did they say there was a law associated to that? Because I'm telling you, there is not. They did as what I said I'm going to do. I can ask her to move it, but if she chooses not to, there's nothing I can do to enforce her to make her move it.
So you're saying that if someone's blocking your window with a car,
Right?
intentionally, that's not criminal harassment?
No, ma'am.
Well, how would you define criminal harassment?
Criminal harassment is harassing somebody. This is not harassing somebody. Parking a vehicle in front of her window. Harassment would be if
It's a
somebody-
parking spot, man.
It's
Yeah.
blocking the window.
I know.
If you have an
and-
issue with
and-
that, you're gonna have to go and
and-
speak to the landlord and tenant tribunal. Okay, if you feel that there's a concern about the living conditions and accommodations here, okay? It's not a criminal matter. It's not a criminal offense that she has her vehicle parked in a spot that's blocking your window.
It's not parking the spot, it's actually
Well,
park
it's
in front
private
of the
property,
window.
Okay, we cannot enforce.
It's not
parking on
really a private property, this
Okay.
is housing tenants.
Do you have any other questions, ma'am? If not,
Well, it's gonna be
Have to
contradictory when I make this public tomorrow, and there's two contradictory statement coming from the police
well, they
in
sound
regards to
pretty
the
well
same.
They
same.
sound
No,
the
it's not.
exact
Would you
same.
like to hear her statements?
You said that they said that they're going to
Would you like
harass
to
the
hear this?
landlord?
They did ask her, they did speak with her.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do.
But I'm
it's not
telling you,
contradictory.
we can't force her to do it. If she says, no, I'm not moving her car, we have no legal authority to make her move her car, tow the car, do anything with that vehicle.
The problem I'm having is that this should be viewed as a criminal harassment, because this is blocking the window. And it's a health hazard for me as well.
Well, like I said, my dear, you spoke to the fire department. They're the ones who deal with gas fumes and things of that nature.
This situation has two elements. There's the elements with the carbon monoxide and the fume, and then there's the element of her deliberately blocking the window.
Okay.
And you're
It's
saying
not
that's not a
okay.
criminal offense, that's not a
No,
police
no,
issue.
No, it's far
So
from
would you
it,
like
my
us to
dear.
go and
And
speak
your
to her?
officers
Would you like
viewed
us
it
to go and speak
differently
to
this
her
morning.
and ask
Pardon
her to
me?
move it? Would you like us to go and speak to her and ask her to move it? And again, if she says no, there's nothing I can do. Would
But
you
she
like us to
didn't,
do that
according
or
to
not?
your officers this morning, she did
Ma'am,
not say no.
So she said yes and she didn't move it. There's nothing I can do about that. So once again, ma'am, because we've been here long enough, would you like us to go and speak with her for you?
I don't want you to waste my time. This is a public
then would
issue
you like
as
me to
well,
go
because
then?
I'm a member of, I don't really care what you want to do right now. All I know is that
Would you
your
like- I'm just going
statement
to ask one more time
is
because you
different
called
from.
us out here for your service. So would you like me to go and speak with her once more for you? You're just ignoring me. I mean, you called us, ma'am.
No, I'm not ignoring you.
So would you like us to go and speak with her?
I am standing here wondering why I have two different statements
Okay, my
from
dear.
two set
Have
of
a good
police
night.
officers. Well, yeah. Okay, so as you can see, I had to record this conversation with the police because they are not assisting me in getting this woman to remove her car from the window. That's them now going into their vehicles. I don't know if you can see it, but obviously the statements is contradictory to what the officers claimed that they investigated earlier this morning and that she was going to be moving her car. So that's them driving away, not doing anything. And that's typical of the Toronto police where I am concerned. So now I'm stuck with the car blocking my window, endangering my safety, and these two officers showed up and has not done anything about it.